He drugged his girlfriend, and as he stared at her soft, pale feet, he picked up a knife and brought it down 3 times. He wrapped the chunks of flesh in plastic, sorted them carefully, and placed them in the fridge. He loved eating human flesh, especially the flesh of beautiful women. The taste was sweet in his mouth, and even sweeter in his twisted heart. On the surface, he looked like an honest, quiet tailor, but in reality, he was a cold-blooded cannibal. By day, he designed clothes in his small shop, and by night, he drove through the city, hunting for prey. One night, a young couple was asleep in the front seat, dreaming peacefully, when suddenly, the car ahead switched on its high beams. Blinded, they lost control, the car flipped, and they died instantly. The man dragged the girl's body out of the wreck with practiced ease, taking her back to his slaughterhouse that very night. He sliced fresh pieces of meat, covered them with fragrant spices to hide the smell of blood, rubbing it in until every cell soaked up the flavor. Only then did he lay the meat in a pan, slowly searing it over low heat. Fat sizzled and popped, and he cut a small, hot piece with his knife and fork, placing it in his mouth. Outside, heavy rain began to pour, and in that moment, he ran into his beautiful new neighbor. The moment he saw her, he knew he had found his next prey. Everything she did made his heart race with excitement. He watched her from the shadows, sneaking peeks even in the middle of the night. She had noticed him watching, but thought he simply had a crush on her, so she decided to get closer, pretending her water heater was broken, and asking for his help. While he was pouring her a glass of water, she boldly walked into his kitchen, opened the fridge, and saw it was packed with meat. Luckily for him, she didn't realize what it really was. He invited her out to watch a new movie. It was the first time she sat in his passenger seat. It was also the last. She never came back, ending up in his fridge, just like the others. But a few days later, there was a knock at the door. When he opened it, he was shocked. Standing there was a woman who looked exactly like the one he had just eaten. She was looking for her missing sister, the sister he had killed, and the two were identical. He pretended he knew nothing.